Hello, this will be an introductory video into making eQuest models with both Rhino and the pollination tools. We're assuming that people for this video, I'm assuming a general new to Rhino, new to pollination. This is going to be pretty, um, this video is going to be just a general familiarization, and we're going to make a pretty simple zone, export it into eQuest, and then in the next videos we'll start getting into some of the more particular details about making more larger and more complex energy models. So first of all, if you haven't already, let's go ahead and type pollination into the command line up top, which is going to give us our pollination tools tab. I like to put it here next to layers and properties, so I have access to both the room editor as well as layers, etc. for working with multi-level buildings. Now, this is pretty empty. Let's go ahead and make a building. There's two different ways there's a bunch of different ways you can make a geometry, but generally for energy modeling with these tools, there's two different routes. There's a two-dimensional path and there's a three-dimensional path. Now, the three-dimensional path is pretty self-explanatory. We're going to make a box and we'll turn that box into a room. Now, if you do that and the room does not have these colors, you can go ahead up here and toggle color by face type or color by boundary condition, face normal, color by a whole bunch of stuff we haven't applied to the model yet, so we're not going to mess with that. But generally, these are some visual and rendering settings and options that'll help. Now, there's a two-dimensional workflow that is preferred for a number of reasons. There's a lot of built-in tools that help when you're working with very complex and large floor plans and layouts. So we have these two squares, little footprints of these two zones. So we're going to go ahead and remove this one because we're just doing one simple zone. We're going to do PO extrude 2D plans. So we need to go ahead and select here. Note that there is a global height, use local height if any, delete input. I like to use delete input, otherwise you're going to have a three-dimensional geometry and then this polyline down here that's going to cause some problems. If you forget about it, just go ahead and hit enter. Now this is just a little poly surface, it's not yet a room. We still need to add that geometry. And boom, two different rooms. Let's go ahead and get rid of room 1. Let's keep things simple. Let's go ahead and select this room and go down here to add apertures. Now, right now, let's just do add by window to wall ratio. Note at the command line up here, you have various options for changing your window to wall ratios, subdivision, window height, sill height, etc. Now I'm just going to hit enter again because I just wanted to have some windows. And boom, we have one room with windows. Now let's get that out into eQuest. And to do that, we're just going to go to File, Save As. If you haven't selected it already, select eQuest Geometry. And I'm going to hit Save. And now if we open eQuest, go to INP. Whoops, if we go to Open Documents, here we go, Video Documents. One day I'll learn how to edit in elevator music. There we go. And boom, we have our one zone model in eQuest. Now let's go ahead and look over here and see what all came in. We have all of our polygons, obviously. The constructions came in. There's currently the generic constructions, the generic Ladybug Tools constructions. And that's it. The next video, we're going to go over some adjacencies and some additional things like more complex boundary conditions, adiabatic spaces, and good stuff like that.